far as in a romantic sense, when we talking about don't be a slave to your own interpretation in romantic, she did this to me, so it must mean this. That's not how it works. Because somebody did something to you, that don't mean that it means how you interpret it. You can interpret it as that and you can voice that. But a lot of times what happens in relationships, something will happen and somebody won't say nothing. They'll internalize it. And they'll internalize it like, well, that must mean what she meant by doing what she did. Or that must mean he must have meant this when he did that. I don't like it. I didn't say nothing, and I didn't get confirmation that that's what they meant. But I'm going to be a slave to my own interpretation, and I'm going to say that whatever they did, how I took it is how they meant it. And that happens a lot in relationships. And then that's when you start to grow that resentment toward your partner, right? That little stuff that you just hadn't said. But to you, that must meant what that meant. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She meant to disrespect me. He meant to make me look like a fool. He meant to be in their face. Whatever the issue at hand is, however you originally interpret it, that don't mean that must mean how it is. That's not a fact if that's how it is. That's how you interpret it. And that's fine. It may be right, but that does not mean that in your relationship. When something happens, that don't mean you know the answer to why it happened. You got to look into the past, history, all that. What you doing, the moment, everything. You can't just take your own interpretation and make it fact, especially if you're not going to talk about it.
Man, about your word, always keep that shit a buck. And if a nigga test your bloodline, stand for yours. The only thing that matters in this world, who wanted more luck. Never not believed in me, that's just how I'm cut. Be a man about your word, always keep that shit a buck. And if a nigga test your bloodline, stand for yours. The only thing that matters in this world, who wants it more, yeah.